Well, good morning, YouTube. Spec Operator 4 here again, and I had a very exciting weekend. I knew I said I was going to throw up the Microtech DOC review, but I'm going to put that on hold for a second. Saturday I got an email, and somebody asked if I wanted to trade for a Brous Blades VR-71. Now, I've owned a couple of Brous blades in my life, and I really do enjoy the knives. I've had the Silent Soldier Titanium a few years ago, and, you know, excellent quality knife. Fit and finish is great. As you guys know, Jason Brous really hit the scene with that Silent Soldier, and since then he's just been, I think, every model is just better than the next. So anyway, I did hear the Bionic, I believe, wasn't his best, his best work, but I think he was trying to do something a little cheaper, so more people could buy his products. But I think his best work comes in his $400 or $500 knives. So let's jump right into this one. As you see before you, we got our, new over the last few years, Brous Blades box. Okay, I've also had the Reloader, which is a beast of a knife, as you guys know. But, I couldn't really find myself carrying it. I didn't really know when I would use it. More of a tactical self-defense, just beast of a blade. So, I really wanted this VR-71. Heard great things about it, just never, came across my path, and now it did. So, got rid of a couple of knives that I had, actually a couple of my favorites, but it was worth it. So, let's just jump right in here, guys. Alright. So you guys know, it comes with your birth card, okay? This is the limited 500 piece run. Okay, I know that the G10 versions just came out recently, and they're half the price for two something. But I really wanted the carbon fiber. It's just so gorgeous. I had to have this model, and I'm glad I got the satin as well, because as cool as the acid wash and those kinds of knives look, you can always see the grind lines on the blade, and just the shape of the blade better, I believe, with the satin. It's just a gorgeous finish on that. Okay. Now, this is a big knife. Okay. This is a 4-inch blade. Okay. So some would say a little large for their EDC purposes. Personally, it is a little large. I like to carry tops 3.75-inch blade. But he did something really interesting with this knife. The liners on this knife are actually stainless steel. Look titanium, finish like titanium, but they're stainless steel. Which in a $400 knife, you say to yourself, really? But I'll be honest with you, I like that. Okay, stainless steel is just going to last and hold up longer than titanium. It just is. And the reason, I believe, or at least for me, I stay away from the stainless steel is because they have a little bit more heft to them, stainless steel knives. Alright, so they're normally pretty heavy knives. But what he's done here, if you guys can see, try and show you in the angle, he's heavily skeletonized the interior liners here on the interior. Heavily skeletonized. Which means that this 4-inch beast of a knife is only weighing in at 6.2 ounces. Right. So you're looking at a full titanium knife in the 0560 zero tolerance. You're looking at a 3.75-inch blade. You're looking at actually a shorter handle, if you can see. Okay. And this is weighing almost 6 ounces. Stainless steel liners, all titanium. You would say this is going to be lighter. This is actually a smaller blade, shorter blade. But there are a couple of ounces difference. So I think you really, really did a good job on that. Okay. Now this is a 500 piece run, like I had said. Okay. You can see right here, 126 out of 500. Right on the flipper here. Okay, it's running on bearings. That's creating that smooth action. Now with a lot of bearing knives that I have, you can kind of hear that grittiness. You know, the bearings are trying to, you know, groove themselves into the track that they're going to run on, and it does smoothen out over time. Okay, he has the new style pocket clip. Alright, a lot of people say it looks very flimsy, but it's actually very sturdy. At least so far. I just got this a few days ago, so we'll see. Okay, G10 backspacer here. Alright, you can actually open it with the hole. Okay, like a Spidey hole. Okay, detent is, I would say, medium. Just a great all-around knife. Beautiful knife. I do not think that the light is doing it justice here. I don't know if you guys can see that better. It just really is a gorgeous piece. So yeah, you know, I love these trades that come along, and you know, maybe it wasn't necessarily on your radar at the time, but you say, hey, you know, I'd like to have that. So I've been carrying it last couple of days, and it is just so far my favorite Brous. Okay, had the all titanium. I got rid of that a couple of years ago and grabbed a couple of the G10 Silent Soldier flippers. I had the satin blade, and I just traded that or sold that to a friend of mine, and I kept the acid wash. This is 38 out of 100 serial number there. A low serial number, I like that. Okay, but I couldn't carry this, or I could, but I wouldn't carry this for everyday usage. Could you cut and could it perform your EDC tasks? Yes. It's more for a self-defense blade. Okay, it is a little thick too, but great knife, you know. Excellent flipping action. Okay, so another Brous there. Wanted to do some quick size comparisons here. I was looking for my 4-inch blades, and I realized I got rid of a lot of them. So, you know, I showed you this. This is 3.75-inch blade on the zero tolerance. Okay, so that's going to be a little shorter than your Brous. Alright, we got your Paramilitary 2. Okay, very common knife. I like to do some size comparisons with this. Okay, as you can see also, probably around the same length, maybe even a little longer than the military, this one here. Okay. Alright, now I just want to show you the differences in the carbon fiber. Okay. Now, as you guys know, Spyderco does a laminate, carbon fiber laminate over their G10. Okay. This carbon fiber on this knife is, I mean, I wish the light would do it justice, is just absolutely gorgeous. It's a very thin carbon fiber. Okay, these are a lot more pronounced, you know, pop a lot more, but like I said, they're not real carbon fiber. But in the light, this really shines, really sparkles. Just excellent knife. Now, one complaint on the knife, okay? Before I do that, let's look at another 4-inch blade I have here. 4.1-inch blade, as you guys know, my 0452 CF, which could go along the same lines as the VR-71. Okay, that's going to be more of a tactical, more of a self-defense blade, I believe. So these are around the same, this being a little longer. Alright, so let's get to some specs here. Alright. So like I said, 3.5, 4-inch blade, sorry. Alright, handle thickness. This is going to be 0.6, so a little over half an inch, okay? Just a little beefier than my Hinderer. Alright, so it's a little thicker, but you are getting a 4-inch blade, okay? And I told you these really do fill my hands perfectly. Overall length is going to be 8.75 inches. Okay, so definitely a large knife. Blade thickness, 0.19 on the stock. Okay. And the weight, 6.2 ounces for a 4-inch blade. That is sporting stainless steel liners. Okay, great job fitting all that into 6.2 ounces, Jason. All right. But I say that, right? I say that, and then, okay. So you got a 4.1 inch blade, and I believe this is 4.3, 4.4, 4.5 ounces tops. All right, so. But, you know, as far as Jason Brous goes, he did a great job on this. The reloader, I think, was, geez, it seemed a lot heavier than this. Okay. Obviously, with the D2 steel, like all his blades. Okay. Have no issues with D2. And also, we are running on, of course, like I had mentioned, the ball bearings, giving that very, very smooth action. Okay. Very smooth. Really do like this knife. My one complaint, okay, is that when I hold it in my hands, for some reason, okay, this notch right here hits right here. All right, I have big hands, but okay, so when I, you know, grasp down on the knife and, you know, I squeeze the knife hard, it bumps right here. Actually, you guys can see that line right there, okay? And that is because the liner, just like the friggin' Rubicon, okay, my finger fat, or, you know, my fat on my hand gets caught in between the liner and the lock, or the scale and the liner lock here. So when I squeeze it, as you guys can see, it's going in between there. And this hump right here, I mean, if I held it back here, feels good. Okay, but if I hold it, you know, in a regular grip, I do feel that you can see my finger sticking out because it's pushing the finger out. All right, great jimping here on the back. Medium jimping. Okay, you got some on the spine. It's excellent for forward grip. Get that nice little swedge there with the jimping. Okay, obviously the G10 backspacer is going to provide a little jimp in there in the back of your hand. Okay. Reverse grip, same issue. Okay, this is hitting right here and it is not comfortable, creating a hot spot for me. Okay, everybody's hands are different, so I understand that. Okay, lanyard loop. Just excellent blade. I've only had it a couple days now. Just wanted to throw it up there and tell you guys I am very excited. Perfectly centered. I will say, when I got the blade, okay, I was playing with it and the pivot was coming loose. Alright, that's why I do not like both sides. I like just a, what is it? I don't know, female side, and then just the Torx on this side. I found when I have the Torx on both sides, they do come loose, okay? So it was coming loose. It was, you know, after a few flips, it was kind of coming over this way a little bit, and that's when I know that the blade is coming loose, obviously, other than feeling it. So I just put a little Loctite in here, blue Loctite, and boom. Haven't touched it since, and is perfect. Alright, so hope you guys enjoyed my Brous Blades little mini review unboxing. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll get to that Microtech DOC soon, okay guys? God bless.